Did you realize that the Earth beneath our feet possesses a natural electromagnetic heartbeat that pulsates at a remarkably constant frequency of approximately 783 Hz, also widely known as the Schumann resonance? This fundamental frequency is the unique wave oscillation created within the cavity between our planet's surface and the ionosphere layer in the upper atmosphere above us. But what if this invisible electromagnetic pulse of the Earth could actually have a profound and direct connection to the rapid fluctuations of the stock market on Wall Street or the unstable, quickly changing currency exchange rates? Is there a tangible possibility that these cosmic microwaves, which have been extensively studied in the context of earthquakes and global weather patterns, are actually influencing the collective psychological stability of global economic decision-makers? We are about to fully unveil the profound mystery linking the physics of the heavens with the visible financial turmoil of the world. A question that has puzzled many for years. We have all personally experienced the gripping uncertainty when watching major headlines about an economic crisis, rapidly soaring inflation rates, or a stock market that suddenly plunges without any clear and sensible rationale immediately available. Economists remain busy searching for visible macro variables, like interest rate policies or unemployment data, as the apparent culprits presented publicly. However, they frequently fail to thoroughly explain why panic sometimes spreads so swiftly, as if propelled by a powerful collective emotional wave that cannot be effectively measured by ordinary financial metrics. This recurring situation creates internal conflict for countless investors and business leaders, forcing them to rely on logic that often proves incapable of accurately predicting market movements. Isn't it incredibly frustrating when your very best rational analysis is completely crushed by sudden, irrational market sentiment that defies all conventional logic? Imagine for a moment that global economic stability does not only rely on the countless figures within massive organizational spreadsheets, but also depends on a delicate balance between human minds and the natural frequencies of their surrounding environment. The Schumann resonance has been scientifically established to have a clear correlation with human brainwave activity, especially the alpha waves, which are often heavily linked to states of deep relaxation and high creativity. This audacious hypothesis suggests, when the Earth's frequency is stable and quiet, the minds of traders, investors, and corporate leaders also tend to be much clearer and more rational in their critical decision-making processes. Conversely, when the SR experiences anomalies due to intense solar flares or extreme geophysical activity, it could potentially trigger massive waves of panic and irrationality that severely disrupt market stability. Open loop. There exists historical data about SR anomalies precisely coinciding with famous market crises, which we will examine in the next segment of this video. The first essential step to grasping this hypothesized connection is to view the Schumann resonance as a unique and challenging barometer of collective consciousness for humanity. The baseline frequency of 7.83 Hz is frequently dubbed the Earth's heartbeat because it represents a natural, fundamental rhythm that envelops all life on the planet's surface. Research indicates that extreme SR fluctuations have the potential to significantly disrupt human circadian rhythms and subtly influence individual moods without conscious awareness. In the high-stakes market context, where billions in investment decisions are influenced by a small group of key individuals, even a minor psychological disturbance can trigger a massive snowball effect. The SR may not directly control stock prices, but it effectively creates the pervasive psychological backdrop that facilitates the extreme reactions we repeatedly observe in the global markets. Every single economic decision, ranging from a simple retail purchase to a complex, large-scale corporate merger, is always rooted in a nuanced combination of rational data and highly personal, instinctual feelings. When the Schumann resonance is held stable, it provides a harmonious background noise that significantly helps keep the collective mind focused and well-centered on the task at hand. When the SR experiences a sudden, sharp surge in amplitude, as scientists frequently observe, it can be analogized to sudden noise, severely disrupting the collective brain signal's clarity. This significant disruption can powerfully increase the human tendency to make decisions based primarily on the emotions of fear or excessive greed, rather than relying on careful and accurate data analysis. This is the inherent human vulnerability that may be subtly exploited by natural electromagnetic waves, although this remains an intriguing speculation requiring further study. The core conflict within this entire hypothesis lies in the wide fundamental gap between the hard science of geophysics and the rigidly conventional school of economic theory. Traditional economists fiercely argue that market stability is solely determined by predictable and rational factors like fiscal policies, monetary policy decisions, and measurable human sentiment. They vehemently reject the notion that waves in the atmosphere could exert any significant impact on trading decisions primarily driven by the pursuit of pure profit and maximum returns. However, proponents of this intriguing hypothesis argue that the economy is fundamentally a mass psychological system, and any factor impacting collective psychology, no matter how minute, will inevitably be reflected in market volatility. Can we responsibly continue to ignore the potential of natural variables simply because we lack adequate economic tools to effectively measure and analyze them? The real struggle for dedicated researchers lies in the difficult task of isolating the single variable of the Schumann resonance from the thousands of other complex economic variables that move simultaneously every single day. Simple correlation analysis between SR spikes and stock market downturns is often insufficient to conclusively prove a strong and undeniable causal relationship between them. It requires extremely sophisticated statistical models and consistent, high-quality historical SR data spanning several decades to effectively prove such a very bold claim convincingly. Scientists must work diligently to develop more sensitive sensors and more complex models to bridge this conceptual gap between Earth physics and financial market dynamics. We currently stand at a critical crossroads where hard science must finally begin to acknowledge a potential non-economic dimension to ongoing global financial crises. Imagine the entire global economy as one colossal orchestra playing an incredibly complex symphony for countless listeners worldwide. When the Schumann resonance remains stable, it functions as an invisible, steady conductor that ensures every instrument, markets, banks, currencies, plays together in perfect, predictable, and established harmony. When a sharp SR anomaly occurs, that invisible conductor suddenly suffers a severe disruption, causing every instrument to play completely out of rhythm and creating instant, destructive financial chaos. This chaos in the real world is visually manifested as sudden flash crashes in stock markets, abrupt gold price spikes, or massive capital withdrawals triggered by pervasive mass panic. With this powerful analogy, it becomes abundantly clear that the background rhythm, SR, is vitally important for maintaining the long-term integrity of the entire system. The ultimate solution for dealing with this inherent market uncertainty is not to attempt to control the Schumann resonance, which is clearly an impossibility, but rather to significantly enhance our collective awareness and ability to synchronize with it. If the Earth's frequency genuinely influences our brainwaves, then conscious awareness of the SR can become a powerful psychological aid for making better, more grounded investment decisions. Several communities and dedicated practitioners have begun developing meditation techniques or technologies designed specifically to help the brain remain aligned with the stable 83 Hertz, even during major anomalies. The central goal is to intentionally create a mental fortress that can successfully withstand the waves of powerful irrationality driven by electromagnetic noise originating from the external natural world, closing the open loop. Intriguing historical data strongly suggests that significant surges in the Schumann resonance amplitude frequently coincide with periods of extreme volatility across global markets, though this remains a correlational, not a direct cause and effect, relationship. One of the most discussed examples involves an SR amplitude surge occurring very near the time of a famous Black Monday or other substantial market turmoil, fueling intense speculation among observers. This striking correlation hints that when the Earth's vibration is most chaotic, human fear also reaches its absolute zenith of intensity. Therefore, the connection between SR and economics is not a strictly causal one, but instead a profound co-relational one based deeply in highly susceptible collective psychology. Ultimately, the Schumann resonance teaches us a powerful lesson. Global economic stability may not exclusively rely on sophisticated financial spreadsheets and modeling, but also upon the balance of a far larger system than we have ever previously acknowledged. We must begin to recognize that humanity is an integral part of the Earth's intricate electromagnetic ecosystem, and every disturbance in nature will inevitably echo within our collective minds and financial decisions. Ignoring complex, non-economic variables like the Schumann resonance means we willingly miss a significant part of the overall picture regarding why global financial crises truly occur repeatedly throughout history. The significant challenge for modern economists is how to incorporate an awareness of this fundamental Earth rhythm into their risk models in an increasingly uncertain future. Now is the crucial time for you to stop focusing solely on outdated graphs and static economic data and start actively listening to the deeper, fundamental rhythm of your own planet. Whether you are an investor, a seasoned trader, or a business owner, understanding the potential link between the Schumann resonance and mass psychology is a truly massive strategic advantage. Use this new awareness as a psychological filter. When the world feels deeply unstable, remember there might be fundamental noise at a deeper level influencing your decisions. Maintain your personal core frequency, your logic and rationality, so it remains completely undistracted by the external electromagnetic chaos. Begin your own personal research journey today. Observe the correlation between your internal mood and market fluctuations, and be the first to recognize the Earth's pulse in every one of your important financial decisions.